It is unbelievable in the best possible way that Jersey Shore Family Vacation and Jersey Shore, the TV show from MTV, celebrating 15 years. It's unbelievable, but yet it's very much believable. This is, and I talk about this so much, this is the essence of good casting. A TV show, especially an ensemble, reality, situational, putting the situation, putting everyone together and seeing if there will be lightning in a bottle. And reality TV obviously it is what it is, so it could be messy. But too many times I see in reality shows now, the casting isn't as important. It's almost like they have such a premise that will like nudge this to happen and that happen, especially with those dating shows, right? But I always say compelling is compelling is compelling is compelling. And Jersey Shore did that. When you go down the line, each and every one of them, they've done a couple things interesting. They went sort of balls to the walls, if you will, to make the show really good at the beginning. But I always feel, and I could be totally wrong, I feel like, because I watch a lot of like the Real Housewives as well, and those cast members as an ensemble, they feel like very much to divide each other, whereas the Jersey Shore cast members, they'll go as big as you need to on the TV, but they necessarily feel like they still have a really good group chat, and that they kind of have each other's back. I've always said that Jersey Shore, this TV show, what Sally had put together, it's like they have they have a legacy, but they have a loyalty factor. So there it is. Giving a legacy for making a compelling TV show that you all kind of grew up with. I'm more so in my 40s now, but watching the Jersey Shore 15 years ago was a different stage, and it's fun to watch the new Jersey Shore Family Vacation and them tackling these new things with their parents, things with their own, having kids and growing up and dating and relationships and breaking up and marriages, good ones, bad ones. It is really an entertaining show. I just can't get enough of it. So when going back to the whole 15 years, I was watching a couple of the first seasons, and specifically season 3, because I gotta tell you, one of my favorite moments to watch on the TV is when Sammy shades Dina because she's not that attractive as the new girl because Angelina left. And it wasn't like it was rude. I mean, poor Dina, But Dina's amazing on the show, and I don't not like Dina whatsoever. Dina is great on the show. But the way Sammy literally held to her name, so what was the tagline? I'm the sweetest little bitch you're ever gonna meet, and to just so effortlessly be like, excuse me, I was taken aback. That the new girl's not that pretty. One of the best. And the thing about it too is when you think about Sammy, a lot of times people kind of looked and remembered, it's like, oh, Sammy was as entertaining as she was with the roller coaster, with the relationship, with Ronnie, Sam and Ron. But it really wasn't that. To me, Sammy, now that she's back on the family vacation for a couple of years, celebrating pregnancy and growing into that side of her life, I've always thought she was one of the most entertaining. But of course, people will say Snooki is the number one, the number one on the call sheet. She is. But I also think those early seasons, Mike, the situation had to really come through. And I've always said this too. Do you agree? I think Vinny plays a certain character on the show. He's like the, goofy, lovable. He's much younger than the rest of them. But I think in real life, Vinny is like that dude, in my opinion, But it's just so funny how they all have something to bring to the table. And I think that the show is done in a very comedic way too, aside from just the serious stuff, And that's what I said. I watch so many other reality shows and they just don't have that secret sauce that the Jersey Shore has, which it is casting for sure, because there's been other Shore shows, but there's something so unique about this particular group and just the way that they kind of evolve with the show. It's always talked about, you have to pivot with your career, you have to do different things. Don't I know it? But my point is, this Jersey Shore show just continues to give newness to it. You know what I mean? I think there's kind of something for everyone. And I do think sometimes the editing will be the comedic stuff. Normally I don't love that. Normally I'm let it be comedic because it's comedic or they're comedic. But no, I kind of feel like the Jersey Shore editing team, they make this fun and they do remember there was the one where they did the flashback where they were I think it was Mike, they're Mike's expectation of when he said this, what was supposed to happen versus what actually happened, and they actually had them all do it. And then I think they did that again when they went to Pauly D's well, they assumed it was going to be his Vegas home, but it wasn't. It was his Airbnb, and it was posed as it was his home, and they were like, this looks not like your style. Anyways, they did that as well. They did this edit where it was like, oh, what he expected them to, how it was expected that they react versus what happened. That is like the funniest, almost like slapstick comedy that you're gonna get. So it's just very much lightning in a bottle. And for any show, like scripted, obviously scripted is a higher cachet of work, and it's a lot to go into it. But even a reality show, no less. I've worked in radio, a radio show. Anything for 15 years is a big deal. So it's all, in my opinion, and you could have a different one, what makes Jersey Shore so successful? Is it the casting? Is it right timing? It could be anything. Is it Sammy Sweetheart being the icon of the show? I think Sammy is the number one most interesting person on the show. I was devastated all those seasons that she was gone, but also respectfully, like, understanding if it's not going to work and you feel like the show doesn't work for you, that makes sense too. But I think that, wow, what we're going to see on the new season, even just the corresponding with her ex, like, this is just I feel like they're all, even Angelina, they're all kind of like in a space where, let's just keep this money train coming. You have to make certain compromises. You can't go too far, obviously, as a person. So I don't know. I sometimes feel silly enjoying watching it at my big age. I'm in my 40s and I'm like, this is the funnest show ever. That's the thing. So many other shows aren't fun anymore. It's all like how quick you could get shocked about this or that, or well, Reddit said. And it's like the Jersey Shore is better than that. They don't need all of that. It's like funny as is. It's compelling as is. It's in your face, or if they're bickering or whatever the case, as deep as it'll go, it's already there. You don't need to like, oh well, I heard an alleged blah, blah, blah. That is what's ruining other shows. Jersey Shore is like, we got the secret sauce. So kudos to them. In 15 years at anything, like I said, you could be working at the Piggly Wiggly, you could be working at the CVS counter. 15 years of one thing, that is just so incredible. And the Jersey Shore cast, I mean, I would say Mike the Situation was a favorite early on in the early group, but then Snooki was the star, but then Snooki and Jay, wow, they had their spin-off. I mean, there's so many Jersey Shore memories. Remember when they went to Italy? That was fun too. Anyway, what is the ultimate Jersey Shore moment? I don't know. But will you be watching and enjoying season after season after season after season? I know I will.